The name of this story is The Missing Drunk. There was once this man that would get drunk every day, and he had a job. He had worked it for years. He had a home, but he hardly ever went home. He would mostly sleep in his car at his job, and at night he would prowl up and down the road of the neighborhood where everybody knew him, and they was used to him doing this every night. He went on like this for a couple of years, and there was a change in his prowling. He stopped his every night prowling up and down the road to every 2 nights. And this would be very late when everybody was going to bed or already in bed. And then at one of the neighbors' windows, you could hear some scratching and moaning. But when they looked out there, nothing was there. When the men in the house would go out and search for the source, there hadn't been anything to be seen. And this went on, and the drunk hadn't been seen in days. Now, it was every other night when the moaning and groaning plus scratching on the houses and windows, walking across the porch, the sound of footsteps, things was being moved here and there, but still nothing could be seen, even when you was looking at the spot that it was happening in. Now the drunk hadn't been seen prowling here or there in a good while, and everybody was wondering where he was, and it was strange that he hadn't been seen. And that spooky, creepy shit was still going on. They thought it was the drunk that was doing the creepy shit, but they didn't think he could move as fast as whatever the hell was going on because of his age. But he hadn't been seen since this incident started, and these encounters was getting really serious. Some of the guys would be outside sitting on the porch, and they were drinking a few beers, just hanging around, laughing and talking, just joking, having fun. And they was asking each other what they think was going on. And they all replied they didn't have a damn clue. And that the shit was creepy. And they was just talking. And suddenly, one of the beers turned up like someone was drinking it. And they all seen this and yelled at the same time, "What the hell?" They all stood up and looked to where the now open beer was floating. "What the fuck?" they all said again together, and the bottle fell and shattered all over the porch. They all jumped out the porch saying, "Man, what's going on?" They stood there staring at the porch, and there appeared a lit cigarette just glowing like there was someone puffing it. "Man, fuck this. What the hell just lit one of my cigarettes?" said one of the guys. "I don't know," said the other one. "What's really going on?" said the one that was looking at the lit Newport just floating, and all of a sudden the Newport flew their way. They all said, "Fuck this," and they all went in their home for the rest of the night, not believing what just happened, and they all lay in their homes, not being able to sleep. They were just very puzzled about the experience and that had taken place. Soon, one by one, started hearing the sounds of the nights before, the moaning and groaning, and also footsteps all around the neighborhood. And no one found or saw anything, and it had happened at all the houses in the neighborhood, and everyone was completely on edge at night and hardly got any sleep, and it constantly teased the neighborhood nightly, and the drunk still hadn't been seen at all. Now, the law was also looking for him because he hadn't been seen in 3 months. His car was at the job, but he was nowhere around the job. Not a sign of him. Just his 3-month-old lunch. And it and everyone was asked about the man and when was the last time they had saw him. And everyone said that it was 3 months ago when he was walking up and down the road. And a search of his home was performed, and there in his home they found a dead female, and she had been dead for 2 months, raped and murdered. Now they really had to find this guy, but he had disappeared, and there was no trace of him. And the spooky shit was still going on. The moaning, the groaning, the footsteps, and the scratching on the windows. And there was nothing anywhere to be seen. And then, about a week later, the man was found. But he was dead. He had shot himself in the head behind some of the neighbors' home. And his spirit had just been floating around, wanting to be found. His body was taken away, and all the spooky shit was gone also. And he was the one that had murdered the female in his home because the gun that was used on her was found on his body. Thank you.